This week, once again, we're going to be reading the story of Noah and the flood. The rabbis, the ancient rabbis who wrote the Midrash, are very preoccupied with just exactly what was it that made God give up on humanity. Just exactly what was it that made God say, okay, I've had it, no more, we're moving to mankind 2.0. One of the answers that gets offered is that the earth had been filled with immorality. The Hebrew word for it is Zima. And this was the one thing that God just couldn't stand. God couldn't see any way of tidying up this epidemic. And so the only thing to do was to clean everything out completely, keeping a small gene pool in the shape of Noah, the animals and his family, and starting all over again. Immorality. We might look at that word and think, oh, how quaint, how Victorian, maybe even how Puritan. And yet, there are tiny examples of immorality that still invade our world and our consciousness today, maybe even not so tiny. I'm thinking once again of Miley Cyrus, the young actress who once upon a time was Hannah Montana, but who, as many of you will have seen, has recently been displaying her maturity, her artistic maturity, in the form of being explicitly sexual, both in her dance routines at the VMA and also in her most recent video. I wonder if this is a small but important example of Zima, flagrant breaching of what has gone before, whether you consider it's a breach of taste or whether you consider that it's not her fault. She is being manipulated by those who, in their turn, would breach her and her boundaries. Zima happens when things get broken in this way. Miley Cyrus is a 9 days wonder story. It's going to be here and it's going to pass. But in that midrash, I think the rabbis are teaching us that it is important to notice even small outbreaks of something that is as extreme and as bad as Zima. And that something even that goes past us in newspaper headlines or on the internet still contains within it the seed of the potential for destroying the world and reducing it once again to chaos. We should watch and we should learn. That was your Torah in 2.